Hello, welcome to this inspiration. How to be a strategist of the kingdom. How to be a strategist of the kingdom. I want to justify first in my dark glasses. I had a cataract surgery on my right eye, and I have been deprived of light for some time. But even so, let's talk about how to be a strategist of the kingdom. Jesus has an answer for this. In fact, Jesus has an answer for everything. You know that in a war there are military strategies that are kept secret. Sometimes the soldiers themselves do not know what their general is planning. They know little by little, to the extent of the need for their military action. But I know you have more knowledge than your general, than your God, than your king is planning. This is the difference between the army of God and the army of man. In the army of God you have revelation. God even says, I will do nothing without revealing my prophet. And I mean, you have the opportunity to have this revelation, to be a strategist of the kingdom, for you to militate others, imitate Jesus, and treat others to the extent of your revelation. He says in John chapter 13 from verse 13, you call me masters and Lord, and say, well, because I am. This is the first strategy. You need to know who you are in the army of God. In verse 14 it says, if I, Lord and Master, have washed your feet, you must also wash the feet of one another. There is humility in the army of God, where the greatest general serves his commanders in a humble way. We live to serve. This is the strategy of the kingdom. But the word of verse 15 is more revealing. It says, because I gave you the example, so that as I did you also do. This one covers a lot. I gave you the example. Jesus gave the example in the treatment with his family. Jesus gave the example in the treatment with his disciples. Jesus gave the example in the formation of a team. Jesus gave the example in the discipleship. In the consolidation of this team, Jesus gave the example in the treatment of a crisis in his team. Jesus gave the example in many things. And you need to understand that he is our greatest strategist. He is our greatest strategist. And I want to invite you to learn from Jesus, to imitate Jesus, to be aware that he is our inspiration. Don't invent things. Imitate Jesus. He said, if you call me Lord and Master, I am. And if I give the example, you must follow this example. He made a team of 12. You are challenged to have a team of 12. He consolidated each of these 12. You are challenged to consolidate each of the 12. He made a selection of 12 that he had more freedom in faith to serve these three. Who were the favorites? Those who were in the line of higher faith. Pedro, Tiago, and Joao. They were the ones he called for the transfiguration. He called them to Jairo's house. So God has this strategy. Learn this strategy, live this strategy, and be an excellent strategist of the king. I mean, the strategy is to like, the strategy is to subscribe to this channel. The strategy is to send this channel, this video to someone else. We love you. A kiss on the heart. Shalom, grace.